Going on, everybody? Mile High back at it with another Clash of Clans video. Today we're going to be going over another very unique off-meta attack strategy. I was messing around with this in friendly challenges and it's actually pretty good. Obviously, it's not going to be meta like the Root Riders or Dragons. It's not as good as that, but it is a fun off-meta attack if you guys are like me and like using different attack strategies. So as you see, we're going to be using Root Riders and Throwers. And the reason we have the Root Riders is just to open the walls essentially for the Throwers. That's basically their only use. As you see, we're going to be running 12 lightning spells and 2 earthquakes. You can take out a lot of value on the base. For equipment, I am running the earthquake boots and spiky ball on the king, but I actually did mess around a little bit with the snake bracelet and spiky ball. That works as well. Giant arrow and healer puppet on the queen. We're using giant arrow for invis towers. On the warden, we're using the eternal tome and the healing tome. You can change that if you want. I tried the rage vial, but your troops just die off too fast. And I'm using the yak, and the yak's just to help open backside walls if it can stay alive. And on the royal champion, we're using the electro boots and the hog puppet. So I'm going to go hop into a couple friendly challenge replays first, and then I have some legend league attacks for you guys. Alright, so what you're going to look for first, whoops, I accidentally sped that up instead of pausing it. You're going to look for value in the base, and most of the time you're going to do it in 2 different areas, but on this base, everything was grouped up here in the core. So we just destroyed the entire core with 2 earthquakes and 12 lightnings. But usually you're going to drop 1 earthquake and 6 lightnings in 2 different compartments that have lots of value that you guys can hit. So like scatter shots with an inferno tower, fire spitters with a monolith, stuff like that. You just want value. As you see, we actually have the snake bracelet on the king in this attack. But I use my queen and my siege barracks to funnel one side, and then I use my king and a couple throwers and my wizard to funnel the other side. Then everything else just goes down in the middle. And at this point, you don't even have any spells or anything to worry about. Basically, the only thing you're watching for is your warden's ability. And we're going to use it here shortly. I don't want to use it too early because I want to save it for when we're taking damage. I want to use it here when we're going through the enemy clan castle. Fighting off that enemy super dragon, we definitely wanted our healing tome and our eternal tome so we didn't lose all of our throwers or our healers or stuff like that at once. Oh, and another thing I should mention, if you guys have the sneezy for the warden, that would be better probably. Just because it'll help protect your healers. You want your healers to stay alive. But a lot of times they'll transfer onto your throwers anyway, so they usually stay back far enough where they don't really get damaged that much. We see we're tearing through the core here. We still have our royal champion's ability. Queen's still alive. Our throwers are going to pick off that monolith from a mile away, a whole compartment away. They can pick that off. That's why these throwers are so nice. Our queen's still getting value on the outside. Our royal champion ability does go off. We're going to kill the enemy royal champion, but I don't think we'll get much value after that. Actually, I lied. Stayed alive. Royal champion takes out the scatter shot, and our throwers are tanking the multi-archer tower, so our RC actually stays alive and gets lots of value here. And perfectly, our warden tanks this multi-gear cannon, keeps our royal champion alive even longer. Our queen's up here picking stuff off. We still have healers here in the core with, or not healers, throwers with healers in the core rather. They break through the wall. Royal champion stays alive. So at this point, it's just cleanup. We'll just 2x through this. No defenses left on the base, no enemy heroes, anything like that. So a nice, easy 3-star. And this is a good Legend League base that I've actually ran, and it's done really well for me. And I am a highly leveled base, nearly max. So as you see, it works really well. I'm going to hop into one more replay of a friendly challenge, and then I have 2 Legend League attacks for you guys. Alright, so I'm going to pause this time. And as you see, some options here for the lightning spells. Definitely here in the core, I could get a fire spitter, the monolith, the inferno tower, and trigger that invis tower all at once. And another option down here, I could get the inferno tower, the multi-gear cannon, I could get the multi-archer tower, the builder hut, and that invis tower. So there's options on the base. I could use all of them in the core here to take out both fire spitters, both things like that too. So there is options. That's why it's really versatile. As you see, we're going to use it down here. We actually take out the invis tower in that whole section, and then we're going to probably use the next one right here if I had to guess. Yep, exactly what I called out. We take out all that stuff in the core. The invis is gone. Tons of value taken out on the base now. A lot of the damage that we don't have to worry about now. We're going to shoot our queen's giant arrow to funnel one side. We drop our king up here on the top side. And this time I believe... No, he does have the snake bracelet this time as well. So like I said, you can interchange that if you guys want to. I did use the earthquake boots and spiky ball on some of these. I think I used it in the Legend League attacks, but I can't remember for sure. Everything else in the middle. I just like the snake bracelet because it helps tank for your king and just keep him alive a little bit longer, because all he's basically doing is just setting the funnel. So you see the snakes putting in pretty good work up there. They're going to take out the scatter shot. Everything moving in. A little bit early on that warden ability, definitely. I should have waited a couple more seconds. I am going to miss out on some value there. But I did wall break down here on this corner. Gets our Valkyries from our siege barracks in, which is perfect because it's going to make everything target the town hall now. Our yak and our root riders break through both walls, get into the core. We did pull that super dragon, but it should get wrecked because I believe we have our king, or not our king. I think we have our queen in here with our throwers. Yeah, we do. So that gets taken out really quickly. Royal Champion's ability gets popped at the top. Hopefully she can take out the queen before she goes down, and she does. Perfect. Hogs are going to take out the Tesla. Oh, no, not quite. They actually get wrecked by the scatter shot. That scatter was so close to going down. That would have been clutch if we could have got that. But our king still has Phoenix, so he'll easily clear out this compartment, even if he dies. Queen's still alive. We still have throwers up here at the top that are taking this stuff out. We have our warden with a couple more throwers right there. And at this point, again, it's just cleanup, so we're just going to 2x through this. All that's left is a bomb tower, a Tesla, a mortar, and an archer tower. So we got plenty to get through this. Our queen shouldn't go down. Even if she does, it's fine because that thrower will be able to get it over the wall. And our king still had Phoenix as well. So another nice 3-star. So now I'm going to go hop into 2 Legend League attacks to show you guys this does work in Legend League as well. Alright, so this is a little bit lower level base, but there's nothing I can do. But as you see here, we can get a Rage Tower, both Fire Spitters, and the Inferno Tower with our first set of Lightnings. Really good value there. And then there wasn't really a great option for the second set of Lightnings on this one. So I'm trying to think here what I want to do. I end up taking out the Inferno Tower with the multi-gear cannon. So pretty good value. A lot of value out of the core there. A lot of damage gone. So we're going to path through this monolith so we can get that out of the way early, because we definitely don't want to be fighting that at the end because it can just do so much damage. So we get everything else in the middle. Get our throwers, our healers, our test balloons. We're going to delay the root riders just a little bit while the throwers take out this trash on the outside here. We wall break in. We wall break into the monolith compartment up here as well. Our queen did go down early. Oh, no, she didn't. She's over here. Okay, I thought the queen did die to that monolith, but she didn't. She just went and joined up with the main army, which is really nice. That enemy minion prince and the monolith are going to go down quickly. Everything else pathing straight to the town hall. We do have super minions and witches in the clan castle, which is a little bit unorthodox. Usually it's going to be ice golems. So those could be a little annoying here, trying to take out the witch. But fortunately, we do have our Electro Boots on our Royal Champion, so it deals with that no problem. We got our queen and a bunch of throwers with our warden up here just wrecking. And as you see, our yak doing a really good job opening up the walls on the backside of the base here for the throwers. Hopefully our yak can break one more wall here, because if it does, we have access. No, it turns away. If it would have broke that wall, that would have been clutch. But now we have to actually shoot through the wall, unless it can... No, it just barely went down. Almost had it. But we're going to 2x through this, because again, the throwers are pretty slow, but the initial setup doesn't take any time. So I didn't run into any time issues with this. You just got plenty of time, because you do gut the core pretty fast. It just slows down towards the backside of the base. But you see here, basically the only thing left is that multi-archer tower that can really hurt us, but we still have healers alive. Basically all of our throwers, our queen's still alive, and our healers are just going to keep healing everything up. We did have one thrower that wandered in, which is going to be nice because it'll actually take out that clan castle. Tesla goes down. Now we're just waiting on the clan castle to drop. Nice, simple 3-star. Like I said, it wasn't the highest level base, but you can't choose who you attack in Legend League, so it is what it is. Let's go hop into one more attack. Alright, so into the last attack. This is a better base, and as you see here, I'm going to take out both of these Invis Tower compartments because I do not want to have to deal with those later. So that's definitely what I'm going to do with the Lightnings here. I'm not going to be able to get every building, obviously. Just going to get what I can. Got, I believe, a scatter shot and an Inferno and the Invis Tower there. Maybe an Expo. I'm not 100% sure. But over here, I get everything except for the giant cannon. So we got really good value. And now both of the flanks basically got all the damage removed. So now I can just path everything right through the middle in one solid line, because I don't have to worry about those flanks anymore. So this is going to be really easy pathing here. We're going to use our queen on one side with the siege barracks, and then our king and a couple throwers and the wizard on the other side again, just to set the funnel. Everything else in the middle, we get an early CC lure, which is nice. We'll be able to fight that off pretty quickly and not have to worry about it in the core of the base. We are fighting Fire Spitter right now in this multi-gear cannon and a single Inferno Tower. So there's a lot of incoming damage, so I do go with a pretty early Warden ability here. I honestly probably should have waited about 5 more seconds. I was definitely early. I should have waited until the Town Hall started targeting us and the Queen moved up, which should be alright. We do have some throwers wandering, but our King's over there tanking with his Snake Bracelet. So our throwers reach over the wall, take out the Ricochet Cannon. Really nice. Town Hall's dropping. We got our queen to join up with the main pack, and we have our royal champion in there as well. So we got plenty of damage in the core, even though most of our throwers wandered. So having our throwers wander actually probably was a blessing in disguise on this one. We have our siege barracks Valkyries over here, trimming all that trash, and you see we are tearing through this base. We got a really nice spread on the troops. Even though our throwers went outside, it actually works out in our favor because we had the queen go into the core. So we got a nice spread, everything getting wrecked all at once. King still has some snakes alive, tanking for everything. We popped the royal champion ability, popped the king ability, but we could have swagged both of those. This was absolutely smashed. We gutted this base. I like these double invis tower compartments like this because you can just lightning them out and not even have to worry about them. So the base is pretty much defenseless after that. So this is a fun off-meta attack strategy you guys can try out. Let me know how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.